Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Iowa.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. Looking for space. It's Madden. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Scrambling away. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Gage. Looking to scramble. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Take over. First and 10.
Motion from the back. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Taylor wants to throw it. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Takes a handoff. It's McPherson. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Taylor wants to throw. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Washington right back to the line. Tight end now in motion. They want to run this quarterback. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Skips away from pressure. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They'll go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
At the 32-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Got his man in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
2nd down.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, I love the idea on offense here. Let's go to the quick passing game, right? Let's get it in and out of the hands of our quarterback quickly. Got to make sure you're throwing completions, though.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Tackle is made at the 42. Coming up.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to find his man in the middle. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Huskies are flying down the field. Taylor wants to throw. Using the quick game. Oh, what a catch! That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll try the left side. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Calls his own number. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Hawkeyes will go for it here on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the Hawkeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Taylor wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Harris. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Washington wants to go quickly. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Hits the open man. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And he gets to the line and spikes it very efficient, and they have a chance to score before the break.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. On the move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Washington right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dobbs. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. They haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The give on the option. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Gage. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Parrish. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Wants to throw. It's Gage. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on fourth.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Now on the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Huskies. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Iowa offense will take over. First and 10.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Parrish. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Second down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Brought down at the 20. Third down coming.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not